Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Austin's Financial Services. This is the Elite Credit Repair Program. So for the next 5 days, I'm going to be talking about credit so that you can understand what it is, how to leverage it to create wealth in your life, and how to rebuild yours. So today we're talking about Credit 101, just a general conversation. If you're interested in getting more information, there's some links in the chat for you. So I do want to welcome you to today's challenge day number 1, which is Credit 101. So again, we're going to talk about credit today and what it's about, what it is. Do you know what your scores look like? Do you even know what a credit score is? Do you have access to credit monitoring? And we're going to talk about OPMs today. And you also get a free gift for showing up. So thank you for coming out today and joining me for this 5-day credit repair challenge. So what is credit? And again, each of these Zooms will be brief. Again, there'll be contact information for you. If you have any questions, you can just click those links. You can book your appointment, and don't forget to download your free gift. So what is credit? Credit, simply put, is you being able to make a purchase today, but not having to pay for it today, having to pay for it tomorrow. And by tomorrow, I mean whatever day is agreed upon between you and the person that is lending you the money. A person who gets the money is called a borrower. So you are the person that's borrowing the money. The one who gives the money is what is known as a lender. So when you are applying for a credit card, for example, there's a process that you have to apply for, that you have to fill out an application. And when that application leaves your hand, goes to the target, we'll say, goes to Target. Target sends your application through a computer process that determines your score. Do you know what your credit score is? For those of you who do not know what your credit score is, there's a link for you to go ahead and download your free credit report. You get a free annual, an annual free credit report from this particular site. With COVID going on, however, they are extending the ability for you to get multiple credit reports for free. You just have to have some of the criteria, such as unemployment, on disability, getting public assistance, things of those natures. So when you apply for that credit card at Target, they send your application through a system that determines your credit score. They determine your credit score based off of the 3-digit number that FICO gives you. FICO is a scoring system that takes all of your personal information, your purchasing power, it takes all of your purchasing information. Anytime that you move somewhere, documented your move, or applied for some particular credit or something, or change your address with the post office, for example, or whatever it may be, the credit bureaus FICO gets that information from what's known as your credit profile, your consumer profile. So your consumer report, and in addition to your credit report, which holds all of your financial dealings, your consumer report, holds all of your personal information. So between the consumer report and the credit report, FICO gets all of your information, all of your activities, your employment information, housing information, court information, anything that they can find on you. And they come up with this 3-digit score, which is known as your FICO score. The credit bureaus then take that FICO score and sell it to lenders. So Target buys your credit score from the credit bureaus, and they determine based off of that 3-digit number, which ranges typically between 300 and 850, 850 being the best, of course, and 300 being the worst. Say, for instance, Target's requirement is 620. You fill out this credit report, your score is 610. automatically, without them even going through your actual report, seeing the 5-point difference, Target's going to send you a decline letter, because based off of your score and what's in your report, they're going to determine whether you're credit worthy or not. So again, if your credit score is 680 and Target's requirement is 620, they're going to look at your 680 score and approve you. So what credit is the ability to have purchasing power without having to pay for it that same day. So again, what is your credit score? Do you know what your credit score is? If you do not, again, there's a link for you to click, because knowing that credit score is going to empower you. It will guide you on what you should and should not do with your financial behavior. Now, do you have a credit monitoring system monitoring your credit score? Because if you're interested in credit repair, you're going to need that. I've also submitted 2 links for you to join Smart Credit or Identity IQ. Identity IQ is a little bit more than Smart Credit, but you get a whole lot more. I suggest the Identity IQ, pay for the membership for 1 month, get your credit score and go from there. Or either you can do the Smart Credit, which is about $10 difference. But what the credit monitoring system does, it works with the credit repair agency, or if you're doing your own credit repair, it works with you to break down all of the information that's in your credit report. So it gives you a credit report and it shows you where you have derogatory items, where you have late payments, or if you have repossessions and all of those things. So when you have that credit monitoring service, you are able to keep track of your credit and what's on your report. Now, I talked about OPM. What is OPM? Before I talk about that, I do want to make sure that you do go ahead and sign up for those credit monitoring services as soon as possible, especially if you're going to start your credit repair, because without that credit report, you won't be able to dispute. Or if you request a free credit report, have it mailed to you, when you could do it the old school way, you can request for a report to be mailed to you when you go on that site for the free credit report. And when they mail it, just make copies, multiple copies, because it's good for 30 days. So make multiple copies and then keep those copies. So when you're disputing your letters, you'll be able to have that proof with you to pinpoint and piggyback on. So I talked about OPMs. OPMs, well, actually, I didn't talk about it, but with credit, you're able to have OPMs. You're able to maneuver OPMs. You're able to leverage your finances with OPMs. What is OPMs? It is other people's money. So when you have access to credit, you have other people's money. So again, Target, for instance, say you have a business and you don't quite have a high paydex score, which is business credit score, different from a 300, for example, for personal credit. But say you have a low paydex score and you have a credit card from Target and you want to buy some things for your business. Now, of course, it's not wise to mix business with personal, but if you don't have that credit and you're unable to purchase that item that Target can provide for you, then you can have that purchasing power and purchase whatever it is from Target that's going to benefit you and create money from there. That's just a small example of other people's money. But when you have credit, you can leverage other people's money to create wealth for yourself. When you are in a position of leveraging finances, it is pretty much because your credit's good. I will tell you that having an 800 credit score is better than having $100,000. It's better than having $100,000, because that $100,000 doesn't say much about how you're able to spend. If you're reliable, a lender may see you have this cash, but poor credit history, they're less likely to deal with you, because even though you have that cash, you don't have a credit reputation and you're not credit worthy. And most lenders or people that are selling or dealing with finances, if your credit is bad, That's a no-go for them. So when you have good credit, you're able to leverage other people's money. So that's all I have for today. I am just going to briefly, like I said, each day break down credit, the foundations of credit. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the 5 components to credit. And we're going to talk about the difference of disputing and challenging. It's a big difference. So you definitely want to tune in for tomorrow's live, and you definitely want to follow and make sure that you are getting all of your notifications, because there's definitely a difference between challenging something and disputing something, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. So again, for those of you who are interested in going right ahead and starting your credit repair, there is, let me see, did I put the link for that? Yep. There is a link for you to go ahead and book a call with me to get your credit analysis, which breaks down the credit report that you're going to have access to through that credit monitoring system. And what that credit analysis does is break down and separates the items in the credit report and color codes it for me, or color codes it for you, so that you'll know which is which. When you get that report, you're going to, when you get that credit analysis, you're going to be able to see for yourself what's in your credit report. Because of the colors, you're going to know what they mean. Also, you're going to get a error detection report. The error detection report is going to break down the color coding for you. So it's going to actually tell you where you have errors and where you can start challenging those particular errors. Then also, you're going to have an opportunity to state your case and tell what happened in your situation with the smart credit evaluation as well. And then you're going to get a full credit repair summary report that's going to be emailed to you, so that you'll know the total breakdown of what it is that you need to do and in the order that you need to do it. You'll also get all of the templates that you need to start your credit repair process. When you book that credit analysis appointment, I'm going to break down how I approach the credit repair process for you and give you the financial literacy and credit literacy and education and knowledge and tools that you'll need, so that you can take the journey on your own if you decide to, or if you decide to come to AFS, where we can do it for you. You'll have a better understanding of how it works. So if you trust us, then we'll be able to start that process for you. And when you do sign up, I will let you know that the credit repair starts within the first week of you signing up. So if you're excited about starting your credit repair process, then I suggest that you go ahead and click that link where it says book a call. And then lastly, after you book that call, you want to click that last link, which is your free gift for showing up. So it's going to, you're going to get a quick guide. It's free. That's going to give you 5 tips on how to improve your credit score. So not only with the credit repair process do you want to raise your scores, you also want to clean your credit report. So thank you so much for being here. I definitely appreciate it. And don't forget to tap in tomorrow's Zoom for the credit repair, for the Elite Credit Repair Program mini course. So this is your girl, Coach Tanya, the Credit Goddess, founder and CEO, credit repair specialist of Austin's Financial Services, LLC. And I thank you guys so much. Have a good day. Bye.